You knew it was coming. You knew we were going to do one-step inequalities with multiplication and division. You knew this. Here's what I'd like. Well, let's warm up first. Let's warm up. Stretch out a little bit. Okay. 6x equals 24. Inverse operations. That means 6 times x. So we're going to divide by 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 63 equals negative 7 times b. So we'll divide by the negative 7 because it's being multiplied. Positive 63 divided by negative 7 is negative 9. X divided by negative 2 equals negative 10. So we'd have to multiply by negative 2. 10 times negative 2 is negative 20. And t divided by 6 equals 48. To cancel out division, we have to multiply. 6 times 48, well, let's see, 50 minus 2 is 48. 6 times 50 is 300. 6 times 2 is 12. 300 minus 12 is 288. Aren't you so glad we practiced that when we did the distributive property? Me too. Whew, me too. Now here's the one thing you have to be careful of. So here's the one change, and I would write this near the top of your notes, because this is super important. Okay, I'll have you write it up top. If you multiply or divide by a negative, you need to flip the inequalities. So only if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, you reverse the inequalities. Start off with a word problem. Why not? An elevator can carry up to, I bet that up to is important, 2,500 pounds. Suppose the weight of an average adult is 150 pounds. At most, how many average-sized adults can safely ride the elevator at the same time? Now, if each adult weighed 150 pounds, and there were 3 adults in there, you would do 3 times 150. Now, I just made up the 3. So it's always going to be 150 times the weight of an average adult. It can carry up to 2,500 pounds. So it can hit 2,500, but it also has to be either less than or equal to 2,500 pounds. You can't go over it, otherwise that elevator, it might fail. Ugh. So 150 times A, we have to undo that operation with division. Let's see what we can do. We can knock off a 0 for a 0. 250 divided by 15. Oh, this is a decimal. All right, let's just see what we got. For time's sake, we'll just grab a calculator. 250 divided by 15. 16.6 repeated. Now, are you going to have 16 2/3 of an adult? No, you're not. So let's be realistic with our answer here. Now, normally 16.6 you'd round up, but that would overload our elevator. So on this one, because it's at most, we have to just take it down to 16 adults. So let's write A is less than or equal to 16 adults. And let's chuck that on our graph. 16, it's the or equal to, so solid dot, shade to the left. And again, if we're talking about humans here, this would stop at 0 because you can't have negative humans. And you're like, well, my uncle, he's very negative. He's always complaining about stuff. Oh, come on. Seriously, you think that's what I'm talking about? Come on. Oh, you ready? Okay. So solve these. Keep in mind, if you have to multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality. So pause here and try it. Actually, let's do these together. Sorry, I'm sorry. 4x means 4 times x, so we will divide that out. Now we divided by a positive 4, so we don't flip the signs, we keep it. And 40 divided by 4 is 10. We'll graph all these at the same time, but that's our answer for that. Negative 21 is greater than 3. Now we have to divide by 3. And here's where it can get a little dicey. Did we divide both sides by a negative? No. So even though 21 is negative, we divided both sides by a positive, which means we don't flip the sign. So it'll just be negative 7 is greater than m. We'll graph it in a minute. 36 is greater than negative 19. We have to divide by negative 9. We divided both sides by a negative. Here's where we flip. So now it's going to be going this direction. 36 divided by negative 9 is negative 4. Now we can graph these answers. X is greater than 10. Let's see, negative 7, negative 4. We'll keep it colorful and cute. Greater than 10 is an open dot at 10. Shade to the right. This one, negative 7 is greater than m, would be an open dot. The letter's second, so we'll go against the arrow. It's shading right, so we will shade left. Or if it helps, rewrite it. M is less than negative 7. Same thing here. If it helps, rewrite it as t is greater than negative 4. Great. So it would be an open dot on negative 4 and shaded to the right. So that was when we had to undo multiplication. I'm going to guess we're doing division. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. T over negative 4 is greater than or equal to 7. So we have to undo division here. Yes, that's right. With multiplication, we have to multiply by negative 4. Is there anything important I'm supposed to remember when I multiply or divide both sides by a negative? Yeah, we flip the sign, all right? So t is less than or equal to negative 28. But you knew that. You knew that. Oh, goodness. Negative 28. Oh, come on. That for real? Goodness. It's just one of those days. T is less than or equal to. It's in a solid dot. And if the letter is first, then follow the arrow. It is first, so we'll follow the arrow to the left. These are all the numbers less than negative 28. All right, I have 3 here. I know you can do all 3 of these. So pause it, try them, and then we'll go over these, and then we'll be done. Okay, and then we're ready to practice. So have at it. Here, times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. M is greater than or equal to 8. That would be a solid dot. Shade to the right. Sweet. T over negative 3, so we will have to multiply. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. We gotta multiply by negative 3. We're multiplying both sides by negative. We better flip that inequality. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. Wait again. Negative 21. Greater than is an open dot. Shade to the right. Last one. Here we go. We have to multiply by 7 to cancel out the divided by 7. 7 times 5 is 35. We didn't need to flip any inequalities. Are you serious right now? Come on. If the letter is first, then follow the arrow. It isn't here, so we won't. It's pointing left. We'll shade right. Open dot, shape to the right, or rewrite it where the letter is first. Then you would need to reverse the inequality. We did it. I can't believe we're done. It's almost sad.